word one more time?
Ulgeodia.
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 You know what? Let me just spell it out in the chat real quick.
Okay, yeah, that's not... I can't read that either.
Disclaimer. We do not own or claim ownership of the Pokemon franchise and any Pokemon established in official canon. That's all owned by Nintendo, Game Freak, and Creatures. This is just a podcast made by 4 friends who love Pokemon. It's our love letter to a franchise most of us grew up with, so please go support the official release. Previously on PKMN Legacy. In this photo, a younger woman.
Whoever that is, they know my grandpa.
You help me find and get what I'm looking for, and I make sure that plum-haired prima donna in the photo gets right in touch with you. Welcome to Ulgeodia.
Glacia, they're connected, so this is good. We've been trying to get answers about this.
In the center of the room, some sort of mural. A hulking figure surrounded by 3 other giants.
Does anybody else feel kind of really uneasy?
At the pedestal, cubes with paths engraved into it.
It feels like a map.
Like it shifts things around.
Oh, I love these kind of puzzles.
How'd y'all like to meet a legendary? The 4 of you are walking back to the pedestal chamber right now, just in the center of these ruins, after he just laid out the legendary bomb on you guys.
Whoa, wait, like an actual legendary? Like an actual legendary.
A bona fide certified legendary.
I'm sorry, sir. I think you might have hit your head somewhere where it's not supposed to be, but I'm pretty sure there's no legendaries in here. The rarity that they are, who would ever see a legendary this early on? And like, come on.
Early on, the hell you talking about?
Okay. Anyone here, raise your hand, have you ever actually seen in person a legendary and or mythical Pokemon?
Actually, you know what? That is a good question for everyone here, though. Velma, you're pretty young and not very worldly traveled. I think it would be safe to say you have not seen any legendaries before.
Not yet.
Ariana,
Who's that?
I don't know. Some jerk, I think.
Yeah, you're right. I hate that girl.
Yeah, what a bitch. Anyway, Ariana. Maddie is... we've already established that Maddie has studied at university. Mm-hmm. She knows about the unknown, at least. Mm-hmm. Do you think she'd be that studious to know any more legendaries?
I feel like she'd maybe know, like, some of the ones from her region. Just know of, because her sister is a trainer. But I'm trying to remind myself of the legendaries in Kalos, so give me 2 seconds.
Xerneas, which is the fairy type, like deer
The deer,
thing.
and then, what is Yveltal?
Yveltal, the wyvern-looking thing. Zygarde.
Yes, I know Zygarde.
Yeah, and Diancie.
I feel like Diancie, because I feel like Maddie would have met, like, a mythical, but not a legendary.
Okay, well, keep in mind, Diancie is, as a mythical, would be much rarer than the legendaries. At the very least, maybe you've heard stories about it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, she's very fashionable.
Maybe hints of their motifs have been established in fashion designs here and there.
Yeah.
But past that, I don't think she'd have any experience with that. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree with that.
For Chris, we've already established that Chris has been in Team Magma. It goes without saying that he would be aware of Kyogre and Groudon.
100%.
Would he be aware of any other legendaries from Hoenn?
The only one he would ever know about is Rayquaza.
No to the Reggies or anything like that, though?
He's only ever heard of them in, like, stories and books, but he's never seen any of them. He's, like, he's never seen them face to face. The only thing he can go off of is like the cave paintings of what they sort of look like, but doesn't actually know what they look like.
Going back to Into the Scene. You say they ain't no legendaries here, Chris? Well, I reckon these walls could talk. They'd say you're dead wrong. As he takes out the book and whacks it against the mural that you took a picture of, Velma. Oh. With the pictures of all those giants.
They're like titans.
That stand above both the human-looking things and the monsters beneath those.
Why do these look familiar? And he looks over at Luke. do these have any resemblance to, and he's like trying to think, any of the Reggies?
Got in one.
Huh. But I thought those were only in my region. I don't think, right? And he's like having a bit of a...
What are the Reggies?
You want to tackle that one, Chrissy, or you want me to?
Chrissy.
Thanks, Lukey Poo.
You just got
Anyway.
Chris.
He turns to Maddie. So to the best of my knowledge from what I know, the Reggies are like these legendary Pokemon that are based off of different types of, types. We have, I think it was Reggie Rock, Reggie Ice, and Reggie Steel?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And then I think there's some bullshit about finding more of them in the Galar region, but I ain't looking for them. I'm looking for this one.
He points to the one in the center that looks very tall and, blocky.
So you think it's here?
Stone ruins, stone titan.
What are you trying to do, to catch it?
Well, we can't do nothing until we find the guy first.
Well, hold on. You said it's a Titan, right?
Legendary titans, that's how the story goes usually.
Don't you think it'd be best if we didn't go after it in the event that it, tries to destroy us?
He always a buzzkill like this.
Yeah, pretty much.
We get used
So
to it.
you call it buzzkill, I call it safety, I digress. Look, this is a very powerful Pokemon, and I don't think, and not trying to be mean, I think we're all doing great here. I really appreciate the teamwork we have, but I don't believe we're at the level to fight a legendary yet.
Well, who says we have to fight it?
We're just going to see it. We're just gonna look at it. It's not like we gotta fight
Oh
it.
my god, you are literally talking like my daughter. She would say the same thing. No!
And your daughter's fine. She's being championed by the champion.
She's beating champions and gym leaders, not legendaries.
Is it any different from what we've come across so far?
Yes.
We've literally taken down a cult.
A cult, understandable. There's a lot of people, yes, they're very strong. This is a legend. Powerful, almighty. They're scary.
You can't tell me that you're not just even a little bit curious.
Look, after what happened in Hoenn with Groudon and Kyogre, I kind of try to steer away from legendaries. Because anytime someone tries to catch it, it normally turns the world into ash.
But we're not going to do that. Listen, Chris, you remember this verse that I found in the professor's office?
Yes?
I think this is connected. Something tells me that we're meant to find out what all of this means. We're already here.
You can't pursue knowledge without a little risk.
You're not incorrect. And he turns to Luke. Okay, let's say we do go after this legendary Titan. How are we going to catch it? Because I'm pretty sure a normal Pokeball isn't gonna cut it.
You're right. Normal balls ain't gonna do it. But I got a few tricks up my sleeve, don't you worry none. I'll handle the catching part. Only part we gotta focus on right now is the whole getting there.
Alright, well, I would be very upset if I left you all alone with this gentleman.
That's fair.
So let's figure out a way to get to this legendary.
I'm proud of you.
All right, go on and plug that thing in a pedestal.
Well, do.
And you can see that the new block is right over here on the screen.
Oh, yes, it is. There we go then.
All right, and then you press the button in the center.
Yes.
You click. The stone around you shakes as you can hear the low grinding sound of earth moving. And then after a short while, it stops. Everything clicks back out of place. The passages have changed once more. Now, you guys have already been to the northern end where the sealed gate is. You've been to the flooded quarry at the bottom right of this pedestal map. There are two other rooms currently open to you. Middle left, top right.
And are we in the center right now because that's where the pedestal is?
You would be bottom middle.
Why don't we check out center left since that's like the newest room so far?
I like that idea.
You head through the antechambers and through the corridors once more, and after a good long while of walking, you enter long halls with lots of shelving and traces of old withered papyrus.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Maddie, what the fuck are you doing?
I meant to do it that time, too.
I know you did.
It's going to be a great callback.
But yes, this seems to be some sort of archival room.
Can we check out some of the papyrus papers?
Sure. Why don't you make a clever plus alert?
Can I make a perception roll while she's doing that to see if there's anything that we wouldn't normally see?
If you want to investigate and like just look carefully, that would be clever plus alert. If you want to tap into some of your third eye senses,
Yeah.
clever plus channel, I'd say.
I will do that.
2 out of 5 for Velma, 1 out of 2 for Maddie. Chris, are you gonna look anywhere or?
I think Chris would be more focused on just, I guess more or less just being at the ready for anything to happen. So he's sort of just staring menacingly.
Get out of there, SpongeBob.
You're just keeping an eye on things, watching their 6.
Pretty much.
Helicopter father.
Insight plus alert. Then.
Oh, buddy boy.
Ooh.
3 out of 5. Okay.
His father senses are tingling.
We will go from the worst rolls to the best rolls here. So we start with Maddie.
Yeah.
You try to gingerly pick up some of these documents. Most of them disintegrate into dust in your hands as age finally takes hold of them.
Oh no. And I just like Maddie kicks the dust like underneath the nearest like shelf.
Just kind of whistling.
Yeah, exactly.
And as you do that, the paper particles sort of waft in the wind, and they seem to gravitate towards one of the back walls where some of the, you can assume our desks are.
Okay. Maddie curiously heads over there.
The wind leads you to a crack into the stone that leads further into these caverns. Nowhere near big enough for anyone to go through, but enough for a current of wind to go through.
Not big enough for a Pokemon?
Not even big enough for a tiny little Joltik.
Okay.
But on the desk,
Oh! Guys! I found another one of the keys!
same shape as the one you found, just a straightaway passage.
Oh, dang.
Congrats.
And also, there's a weird area over here. Is anyone able to look through and see anything? Like, I don't know, it's so small, but these particles of dust went out there like there was a wind current.
Is it like on top of a table or something, or?
It's about eye level for any of you guys. It's just that it's very tiny.
Velma will peruse.
Okay, Velma, I'm going to need you to make a insight plus alert. 2 out of 4.
Woohoo!
You have experience with sneaking about. Sneak.
Sneak, sneak, sneak.
There's a trick that you know, that when you're in a dark room, such as you're sneaking out of your bedroom and trying to sneak into the kitchen to get the cookie jar, you don't have to turn the lights on. Your eyes can adjust to the darkness if you just stare into the darkness for long enough, as your pupils begin to widen, take on more light.
And the abyss stares back.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't say the abyss,
Oh.
but with that 2 out of 4, a brief glimpse of shadowy movement where nothing can move through.
I think I saw something move. Probably just a Zubat or something.
That's a little concerning, but guess not too bad.
Speaking of, is Bat Noir still out of his Pokeball?
You know what? I think you called him back because he couldn't really be effective in battle.
Battle. Well, I'll bring him back out because he likes being out.
Okay, moving on to Velma's initial roll, with that 2 out of 5 for your investigation. You look through the archives very carefully so as to not have them fall apart in your hands, but you notice one which is sturdier than the other. You take it out and unroll the scroll very carefully, lay it on the table, and you find this scroll written in King Speech.
Ooh. Guys, I think I found something. It's a little more legible, I think. It's got more of that King Speech stuff on it.
It's more legible? Can you read it?
Why don't you give me a clever plus lore check? 3 out of 5. If you failed that roll, I would have left you to your own devices, but you have enough samples of the King's Speech writing to get the basic stuff. And it says, you know what? I will message this to you privately in the Roll20 chat.
So she can choose if she wants to share.
Secret speech.
Oh, I can.
Oh.
Well.
Don't look. You know what? I'm just going to send it to you in Discord then.
It's okay. You tried. It was a valiant effort.
That was you valid, dude.
It's okay. I was already sitting here trying to translate it myself. I've got everything but like 2 words.
All right, there you go.
Okay. From what I can make out, it says, the soul skins grows restless. Thoughts of revolt numb them to the sting of our whips. We must renew the workforce. Send more hunting parties out so that we may fulfill the architect's design. Architect?
What was that first word? Or second word?
The soul skins... The soul skin...
You can do it. I believe in you.
The soul skins.
Soulskins.
Maddie, as you hear that word, I need you to make this will be insight plus empathy for you.
What?
And you want to roll low on this.
Oh gosh. Don't fail me now. No!
4 out of 5.
Oh.
Why?
You know, out of all the times you could have wanted a low roll, because normally you get them immediately.
I normally get low rolls.
And the one time you're not meant to.
Oh my god. Okay, how detrimental is this roll?
Let's play it out.
You know what? I'm nothing if not down for the adventure. Let's do it.
Hearing this message and having been in tune with this new entity within you that you've kind of bound yourself to, you've opened your mind to these new sensations, these new feelings. And now these feelings are in flux, volatile. And it causes a mental feedback loop in your mind as you rush with these feelings of fear, revolt, dread, and I need both Velma and Chris
Oh no.
to make insight plus evasion.
Oh no.
You were gonna say that.
What?
I'm sorry, guys. Curse my good roll.
Insight plus evasion?
Alright.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that is good. Everyone in this room,
Yeah, what about Luke or whatever?
you know what? Good point. I'll roll for him. I do need you to roll for Bat Noir as well.
Oh, damn it.
Insight plus evasion? Okay.
Insight plus evasion. And let me roll for Luke.
Please, no more trauma to the poor tiny bat child.
Oh, bad or.
What'd you roll for Bat Noir?
1 out of 3.
1 out of 3. Okay, Maddie, you feel a burst of this psychic torment about to be unleashed. How does it come out as?
Oh, I feel it about to be unleashed?
You cannot stop this. It's a flow of pure emotional energy, primal energy.
Do I feel connected to it, or is it as if I'm feeling somebody else's feelings?
It's a little bit of both now.
Okay. Okay. I'm really glad you guys rolled well. Maddie feels this rush, and she grabs her head very suddenly and starts like,
Maddie?
does anyone else feel that?
Hey, are you okay?
What's going on?
It hurts really. And she's like, she falls to the floor.
Hey, whoa, Maddie.
Echoes of fire around you, and smoke, and soot, and destruction, and the sound of marching, and giant figures looming over you. A psychic burst of energy is just unleashed as she cradles herself, buffeting everybody back. Chris, Velma, you stumble back. You don't take damage, but you are knocked into some of the papyrus scrolls, and they fall to the ground and crumble. Bat Noir is completely buffeted away.
Oh, no!
He's just.
Luke, with uncanny swiftness, ducks behind a shelf and takes cover from this blast.
Oh, okay.
And then silence as the emotional turmoil just rolls away.
I'm assuming the visions, like, fade away as well, right?
Yes, but you remember them. They're not just like flashes of a dream.
Yeah, but I can see what's going on around me again.
You are lucid, you are aware of your surroundings, yes.
Okay. So through this, Maddie has actually backed herself into a corner without realizing it, as if she was trying to escape, like, the burning flames and the massive figures around her. Breathing heavily. What happened? Was there an earthquake?
What was that?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to ask you.
It came, I think, from you?
You were the earthquake, I think.
What?
You were What Velma said.
What the hell are ya?
I don't know. I was there. I saw fire and these ginormous beings. You didn't see any of that?
No.
When did it happen? Velma, it happened after you read those words.
You mean Solstice?
I guess. I don't feel anything after that.
You feel the deep pangs and the echoes of what just happened. Those same emotions, but nothing so violent and volatile as what just happened.
Sorry, what's the word solstice?
Solskinth, that's the word.
Solskinth? I don't know, but maybe we shouldn't be here.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that feeling as well.
Well,
You know what? Fair enough. Ain't in me to twist a lady's arm like that, so you know what? Door's back there. You all remember where the rope's tied up at? He tips his hat to you. Safe travels. Luke starts to make his way back to the antechamber, then turns around. Oh, and, Velma? Good luck in finding that plum-haired prima donna of yours. I believe in you. Really do.
wait, hold on! Come on, guys, we're almost there! Come on!
Velma, it's not. Maddie has already been put through quite a lot, and I can't in good faith keep moving forward. And besides, yes, this guy has been helping us so far, but I don't know. I'm not really trusting him like that anymore. He seems to have something he's not telling us.
Okay, maybe you're not entirely wrong about that, but if you guys want to go, that's fine, but this is the only chance I've had for God knows how long. Please, at least let me go on, please.
Listen, Velma's right. She's not going to have a chance like this again. I'll be fine.
So then, if we do, how do we know that he isn't gonna do something vile in the end?
Well, I'd rather be there when he does to stop him, wouldn't you?
It's a good point right there, and look, I get it. I'm a shady fella, but I think's good and stuff, and doing something vile, like you put it, and backstabbing the ones who are helping me out don't sound too smart. What with me being outnumbered and having already gone and done save your skins twice, now that right there would be some shoddy, second-hand scoundrelry. Besides, we're partners right now, ain't we?
Keyword is right now, isn't it?
Isn't it always?
Chris is gritting his teeth very hard right now, and he's actually about to throw out a Pokeball because he's kind of getting over this.
Velma walks over to Chris and kind of just looks at him straight in the eye. The most vulnerable she's been in a while, and she just says, Chris, please. This is all I got, please.
He cracks out, Victor, I need you to protect Velma and Maddie at any cost in the event something goes wrong. Do you understand? Good boy.
You're not coming?
No, I'm coming. I'm just going to be ahead of you guys behind Luke. You know, just to make sure we're going in the right direction. Isn't that right, good old buddy?
Y'all the ones with the keys, compadre. You pretty much got me on a leash.
He's not wrong about that.
We better get going, I think.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Could you imagine that, like, Maddie's, like, screaming and it just cuts off mid-scream? Welcome to the pause menu.
Don't tempt me.
Listen, I invite it. I'll give you a scream.
Welcome to the pause menu. Anywho, hope you're enjoying the episode so far and this trek into Geodia. If you are, and you are in a place where you can support the show, we got a Patreon page for that. Get rewards like your name in the end credits of the YouTube releases, access to behind-the-scenes bonus tidbits, and for Ultra Baller tier patrons, get your name mentioned verbally by me in the pause menu here. So, special thanks to Bamboori, Camicat, Cybernetic Pink Guy, Donkey Odo, Doodle Boy, Javon, Jonathan Jesus Macias, Kian T, Limas Humane, Mr. Someone, Quest, Renamon Music Box Brony, Ted Ursa Jr., and Unoriginal. Your support and patronage is always appreciated, as are the people who help out in the word of mouth department. Whether that be a tweet with the hashtag PKMN Legacy, a comment on our YouTube videos, or a good review on wherever you found this podcast. Do that, and like our patrons, we might use your names for the NPCs. There's only one NPC so far, and that would be Luke the Cowboy, named after @LucaReeves on Twitter. But that's enough for this mid-break here. Back to the episode. Thank you again for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of it. Unpause. You head back to the pedestal. You have a 5th key to use. Go ahead and arrange it how you would like.
Oh, we're gonna have to do some rearranging, I think, y'all. All right. Let's see. Question.
Answer.
These, blocks. So when it was like this, were we in a room right here or were we over here?
The archives you just went to would be in the left middle slot.
Okay, so where we're going is actually outside of these. These are just pathways.
Yes.
Right. I wasn't sure if these were the rooms and, say, this was where that crack led to. You know what I mean?
No, from what you can tell, the pathways marked on the blocks are just that, pathways.
Okay. It doesn't seem like this block that we just got can do much more on its own, but I think that it might be worth exploring if one of us was in the passageway while it was moved.
You want one of us in the passageway while it's moving.
Look here, and she motions to the puzzle. This block right here is the one that we just got. On its own, this block was identical, and it can only be either way. It can either lead here or here. Now, granted, we haven't been over there yet, to that room on the right, but if we leave it like this, then all the other paths are blocked. But if someone was in it, while it was being moved, if it went there, we could get here. The listeners are going to be like, what are they talking about?
I'll try to put some sort of visual aid for the YouTube release.
Make them go to YouTube.
Just know that they are moving a lot of boxes around on a little sliding tile puzzle.
Boxes.
I mean, we have a lot of options here. I don't really see a wrong way to go. Theoretically, we can access any of the rooms if we move the blocks right.
And you're suggesting that we have yourself in one of these while it's moving.
That is, if we want to be able to either hit more rooms at once or hit 2 at the same time.
Okay, so let's say that we do have one of us inside there while it's moving. If there's nowhere, let's say, for example, it's too small of an opening to go where the next area is.
So you're basically trying to ask, how do we know we won't get crushed?
Essentially.
I pull out my Poppin' Pecha soda. I have this delicious soda that I am willing to sacrifice for this experiment. Maddie goes and puts that new block over here, but before pressing go on the button, she's like, I'm going to put it in the room, okay? And she sets it down in that little passageway, the Poppin' Pecha.
Okay, so you go into one of these straightaway chambers, and you place down the bottle of Poppin' Pecha in the center of the room.
Yes. And then she comes back, moves this block over to the other opposite side, and now we see what happens. And she presses the button.
Again, loud grinding earth, and then silence. And you go to investigate. The bottle has been tipped over. It has been rolling around in this room because it's not where you placed it. But it is whole and uncrushed.
Oh, thank goodness. I was looking forward to drinking that later. And she pockets it again. But see, I think that we can travel in these safely if we need to.
Okay, you've tested your theory, and it was right.
All right, well, do you want to hit multiple rooms at once, or do you want to keep doing what we're doing?
Well, if it'll get things done quicker.
One moment, and he pulls out his Pokeball, and he pops out Diamond. Everybody pick your room, and we'll go from there.
But we should not, and Maddie then lowers her voice, we should not leave Luke alone.
Oh, Diamond wasn't for me.
Oh, okay.
Kay, I want to be able to say something but not have the others know what it is. Am I able to do that?
Whisper chat. Whisper chat.
Well, let's go to the whisper chat
Whisper
then.
chat it is. Yay!
Okay, so you are wanting Diamond to stick with Luke, you said?
Correct.
What are you intending?
I want Diamond to pretty much knock him unconscious if he does anything that is basically sus. All he wants to do is catch the legendary. Cool. If it's going to be something he does that's going to harm any of us, knock him unconscious with a hypnosis. That's Diamond's objective.
Okay, so you just want Diamond to be a contingency plan.
Pretty much. In the unlikely event something horrendous goes wrong.
Okay, back to the game.
And now I can have a snack.
What are you gonna eat?
I got a granola bar.
What kind?
Kirkland.
Okay.
Good old Costco.
Okay, little Costco brand.
Mm-hmm.
I made what do they call it? Nice cream, but it's just like frozen banana and oat milk with some like chocolate in it
Nice.
and vanilla. And I'm so excited about it because I've had it for the past couple days. I love banana. It just tastes like banana ice cream. It's so good. It's a little icier because there's nothing to really bind it. So you have to like let it sit, but it's still really good.
It sounds good.
Yeah, I love banana. And like banana and chocolate together.
Yee.
Granted, though, I am going to Crumble tomorrow. Crumble cookies.
Okay, so like I've only had crumble once. The cookies are good, but there's no crumble near me.
What do you remember? What cookie you had?
I think I had like a lemon cookie or something. I remember being good.
Yeah, they're really good. I'm going tomorrow. I'm going with my D&D 5e group, and we're gonna go to Crumble because they have my favorite flavor there, which is cookie butter Biscoff.
Ooh, Biscoff is always really good.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I heard cookie butter. What are we talking about?
I think they came back. We're talking about Crumble cookie.
Ooh, cookies.
Velma, Maddie, you see Chris lean close to where Diamond's face would be, whisper something unintelligible to you. You see no emotional response from Diamond,
As
but
usual.
the message has been delivered.
What did you just say?
Chris turns to Maddie. All right, which way are you guys going?
Oh, we're just glossing over that? Okay. Well, there are 4 rooms and there are 4 of us. Do we want to completely split or do we want to do 2 and 2?
I'll have Chris go here if he can.
So you want to go into the top right corner of this map.
That is correct, yes.
And who is going with you?
Depends, because Chris was gonna end up rocking by himself, but depends
I
on
was
who
gonna
else
say,
is.
do y'all want to? I don't think we've completely ever split before, and I think this is a cool moment to do it.
Let's do it. Let's split up,
All
gang.
right, guess we're doing the one thing D&D tells us not to do is split the party.
But what fun is it if you follow the rules?
It's a Scooby-Doo mystery.
Wait! Did I already give Chris the thing?
No.
Can I give it to him?
What is this thing?
I think now's a good time.
I will whisper this to you. Not whisper chat, just message this to you.
Okay.
I am very curious but afraid what this thingy is. What have you created and or what are you trying to give this old man?
Ah. Well, will that chance go up if I wait?
Type.
because I'm gonna have to give it to him at some point, and I'm not gonna use it.
You know what? I'm just going to take you in the whisper chat. Fuck this.
Okay, BRB.
Great.
Okay. Right now, Spinacat's happiness and loyalty are very, very low.
Okay.
In order for it to have a good chance of obeying you or Chris, it needs to spend time getting to know you guys.
Like trained and stuff.
It might not be perfectly obedient fresh in battle,
Yeah.
unless, like, its life was on the line.
Well, we could be facing that if we're splitting the party, is my thought.
That is true. If you want to hand it to him now,
I'd rather him have it than not. I'll give it to him.
okay.
Snack point 2.
I feel like this is about to get really raw really
I'm
fast in this session.
It's been raw.
It has, and I'm both excited yet very afraid of what's gonna happen.
It's gonna be good.
I hope no one bites the dust, though.
They're not gonna bite the dust. They're just gonna faint. It's fine.
That's like in the same vein of like in the kids' cartoons of, oh yes, they didn't go to hell, they just went to the shadow realm.
Exactly.
I'm fucking, what is this 4Kids bullshit?
Though I have a feeling I know where the Titans go.
I don't like that laugh.
You will like this laugh, I promise you. So, Maddie walks up to Chris and she says, wait, before you go, you already gave up Diamond, so here, take this. Yeah, she hands Chris a great ball. It's still kind of new, so it might take some time to get used to you, but I'd rather you have it than not if you're giving Diamond away right now. It's yours anyway. I caught this for you.
Oh, like to keep?
That's right.
So like, not like to keep, as in my Pokemon, not yours?
No, it's yours. I gave it a name, but you can rename it if you want.
What did you name it?
Pear.
Pear.
Pear. P-E-R-E. It means father in Colossian, but also, when you see the Pokemon, you'll see why it kind of reminds me also of a pear. Maybe a prickly pear.
Kay, I need you to pick either even or odd.
Odd.
You're not asking Siri?
All right, so K1, Chris is so curious he wants to pop it out.
Okay, you open up the Great Ball. As the light fades away, you are face to face with a very wary and rather angry Spinacat.
But, whoa, okay, whoa, what? What is that? I mean, I know what it is, but how did you get at this?
I may have found it when I went back to the city.
Huh?
It's the original one.
You stole?
No. Jaden is a part of the cult of Nuzlocke. We beat him. He released it.
He released the Spinacat.
The Spinacat is what was causing all of those issues in the garden, in Miss Tracy's garden.
What?
Oh, this little thing here.
That's the thing that caused all that?
I need you guys to roll evasion rolls. Dexterity plus evasion.
no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
I don't like that.
It's backed up against the wall, and it lifts up its cactus tail and fires some pin needles.
Oh no! 1 out of 2?
Okay, I got a 0 out of 1.
Spinacat got a 2 out of 4. So you all get hit for 1 point of damage.
I didn't think it would actually attack.
As you're suddenly hit by a barrage of needles.
Oh, okay. Ow. Okay, back in the ball you go. Back in the ball. He returns the Spinacat back into the ball.
At this point, Chris, you don't even need to roll your breeder senses to know that this Pokemon, very disobedient, very unhappy. You need to spend some time training with it before you can really get it to obey you properly.
I thought that you maybe needed a cat for your team of dogs.
I was never much of a cat person, per se, but I think I can give this cute little guy a try. Thank you, Maddie. And he wants to give Maddie a hug, but he's still taking the pin needles out of his body. Ow.
It's okay, I'm doing the same.
You know,
He shakes his cloak off as some needles fall away from his thick coat.
not really a cat person myself either.
Okay, see, for once I can agree with Luke. But nonetheless,
Sorry.
he gives Maddie a slight pat on the head, and he's like, thanks, oh daughter of not mine.
You're welcome, oh father of not mine.
So, who's going into what rooms?
So I know that Chris is going here, right?
Yep, in the top right.
That being said, someone has to stay behind and manage the
buttons.
the buttons, yes. So, among you four, who's doing
Among Us.
Among Us.
Then we'll stay behind and manage the buttons.
Okay.
Maddie kind of wanted to go here anyway, so... Okay, so Dry, you want to go to the upper right. Okay, so that room is ready for you. Where's Luke going?
Do you want Luke to go by himself, or do you want
Not really.
him to accompany one of you guys?
I mean, Diamond's gonna be next to him wherever he goes, so.
Do we know what Pokemon he has, though?
We know that he has cactus-looking plant thingy.
Maractus?
Maractus, thank you.
You also know that he has a Dodrio and a Gillirex.
I don't know if we should leave him with Velma, though.
I think Velma would probably be the most willing out of the party to actually be with him right now.
Velma's like little gremlin, she'll beat him up.
Yeah, true.
Also, maybe you can learn more about your fam.
Ooh.
Yeah, maybe he'll give some answers.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so he's gonna stay with Velma. We're gonna make him.
So he's staying in the button room with Velma. Maddie is preparing to go to the top left room,
Correct.
and Chris is preparing to go to the top right room.
Correct.
Okay, we will start with Chris first.
Okay.
So the buttons are pressed. Grinding of earth. Chris goes through the corridors and leads into what seems to be a round, big chamber.
Mm-hmm.
You notice a couple things in this chamber. On the center of the room, on the floor, there seems to be a large circle with strange markings engraved into it. The circuits, though, unlike the circuits in the pedestal room, have been broken, as well as the braziers that have been toppled and broken about, the long dead ashes and charcoals of what was once lit, now extinguished. You also see some crates, mostly broken, lining the walls around it. On one of the walls,
a large carving into the stone.
Oh.
It looks like Baymax.
How the fuck does that look like Baymax?
I have an active imagination.
I would like to take a picture of this on my sea gear.
You take it out, click.
Nice. He's gonna look around, but more like at the boxes to sort of get a better idea if is there like anything inside them or anything that might help in sort of figuring out what specifically this is?
Sure. Why don't you make a clever plus alert check? 2 out of 4. You try to open up a few of them. Some are too broken to effectively manipulate at all. The ones you do look into, they seem to be filled with now long destroyed cargo, supplies. Through your lookings, you find 2 satchels of what seem to be herbal powders, and you can add 2 energy powders to your inventory.
As he takes a sniff of it, he goes, it smells like Phoenix has been in here.
Each satchel contains about 4 units of powder that you can use, and once you expend them all, it's just an empty bag. But past that, you can't really find anything of value in this room. Oh, by the way, at this point, Chris, you would be cut off from your ability to get back to the main room.
Just for now.
I guess he will sit here and play the waiting game.
We cut over to Maddie, who's investigating a different chamber on the other side of this system of rooms. You enter what seems to be some sort of official office space.
Ooh, an office space.
Why don't you make me also a clever plus alert check?
Alert. That's a 2 out of 3.
You notice a couple things in this room. The furniture, very large, made of stone, but still, you get the impression that whoever operated in this room get a sense of higher authority here.
Okay.
You find 2 objects of note. On the desk, you find another key
Okay.
and a scrap of papyrus as well. A very official looking document. And I'll need you to make a clever plus lore check to see if you can translate it.
Translator, okay. 2 out of 3?
It's rough going. This one seems to be a bit sloppy in the writing.
Okay.
Violently made. Yeah, it's a very long document. Some words pop out to you. The Petrus Plan, the King's Revenant, Uloria, something about travel, tombs, barbaric soulskinth, oblivion. You can make out the last bit. So saith the King of Kings.
Maddie, if I were to roll this up, would it wither?
You get the impression that it would be sturdy enough to take out of this place.
Okay, I also want to take a picture with my sea gear just to be safe.
Sure.
I then am going to... I guess, Velma, you're the one in control of the block, so you can decide who comes back first.
Let's actually cut back to Velma and Luke. You've moved the blocks about 2 more times since they've left. And Diamond is still in the room with you guys.
I think Victor too, right?
Not Victor, just Diamond.
So, this, legendary, what else do you know about it?
Well, from what I gathered, the Reggies here are made of sterner stuff than the Reggies from around the world. Guess they don't make them like they used to.
Uh-huh. What do you know about that lady in the picture, actually? Like, I know you say you give me the full story, but can I at least get like a hint or something?
You're trying to persuade him to give a bit more juicy details, yeah?
Yes, I need that lore.
If you're trying to be heartfelt, I'd say cool plus empathy. If you're trying to be manipulative, cute plus perform.
We'll go the cool empathy route.
1 out of 2.
Nuts.
Now, little lady. You get paid when the job's done, just good business sense. But to tide you over, me and her, yeah, we got history. Met a couple times.
Where at?
Spoilers.
I'd be mad too, girl.
You go to activate the blocks again, and grinding earth. And as that dies down, another sound fills the area too. Marching. From the walls emerge
What?
medium-sized gullets.
Oh, there's 4 of them?
They emerge out of the walls, not like face through them, but the walls opening up compartments is the best word I can use for that. Their eyes are focused on you. Well, shit. Done woke up security round here.
Yeah, no kidding. We tend to do that a lot, it seems.
I am going to need you to roll for initiative for one of your Pokemon. Luke will do the same. Diamond is acting as a free agent.
Okie doke.
Free agent of the apocalypse.
You see Luke send out Maractus once more.
We need a hard hitter. I'm bringing out Mafia.
Let's roll for initiative. So, first in the order are the two Golettes that emerged from the left of the chamber. One Golett focuses on the new threats in the area and is going to astonish on Mafia. 3 out of 5 will hit.
We'll do a clash.
Okay, what move are you going to use to clash against it?
We'll do Hex.
So you need to meet or beat a 3.
Woo!
That will meet and therefore beat. The Golett rushes forth against the Mischievous, but she just butts into it. They just clash against each other and each take 1 point of damage. Actually, Mafia is resistant against it, so she takes no damage.
Nice.
The Golett takes 1 damage. This one is going to go for Astonish against Diamond.
Oh, my baby.
2 out of 5 will hit for just 1 point of damage. It turns to the Golett, fires a Prison Blast against it. Critical hit.
Your baby's doing
All I
well.
can think of is just that one scene from Rick and Morty where it's just the car going, protect Summer, and just doing the most unholy things ever to protect her.
That's the best you could have rolled for that damage. The Jewel type attack is super effective against this Ghost type. Turns around and just completely evaporates the Golett
Oh my god!
as it fades out of existence.
Whoa, what?
Protect Velma.
Whoa!
It is Mafia's turn.
Okay, remind me to never piss that thing off. Mafia, let's hit that guy with some sign slap.
You need to roll 2 or more successes.
Dang it.
That will not be enough. Mafia tries to drain the energy of the Golett, but it's just not having any effect on it right now. Other 2 Golet's turn, they're going to gang up on the Maractus.
Oh no.
One will do Astonish, another one will do a Shadow Punch. That will miss for the Astonish. Maractus just dances out of the way for the Shadow Punch. That will hit.
It got cocky.
Actually, you know what? It's going to try and evade it. The first one was just a genuine miss. The second one, it needs to get 3 or more. It does not. Just 1 point of damage. It tries to dance out of the way, and the Golett only catches the fluff of its flowers with its punch.
Oh, you shouldn't have did that.
It is going to go for a Giga Drain against the one that just punched it. 2 out of 7 will hit. Hits him for 5 points of damage as it absorbs the essence out of Golett, and you can see the light leaves its artificial eyes. It just collapses into a heap of clay and is unmade.
It's kind of sad.
Luke turns towards the board.
Velma, which friend you want back quicker?
Probably bring Chris back.
All right, let's bring back the party pooper. Click, 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 click. Chris, you hear the doors open in front of you. Your path is clear. You'll get there on the next round. As you can hear battle going on.
Okay, that does not sound good.
Top of the round. It is the remaining Golett on the left side. It's going to go for a Stomach Tantrum on the Diamond, since that seems to be the biggest threat here.
Oh no.
Critical hit, 4 out of 5. I have to add 2 extra dice because the last move it used, Astonish, failed. Hits it for a total of 3 points of damage as it climbs up the steps and shakes the ground around it. Earth erupts and debris clashes against the diamond exterior of Diamond. It is on its last leg right now.
Oh no!
But Diamond is not gonna go without a fucking fight.
Woo!
Another Prison Blast.
Good girl.
3 out of 5 will hit, unless it tries to evade. Needs to get 4, it needs to roll perfectly. It rolled perfectly.
Damn it.
Dang it.
Wait. Oh wait. I can't use a will point for it, can I?
Will points are unavailable to it.
Nope. Fair enough. Nope. That's fair.
It is Mischievous' turn.
Well, if it thinks it can escape a blast, let's give it a little hex.
2 out of 3 will hit. It will try and clash it as it tries to go in for an Astonish against it. It needs to get 4 to succeed. It has 5 dice. Let's see. 4 out of 5. Jesus Christ.
Oof.
You take no damage from it because Ghost type move Not very effective against the Jewel type. However, it does take 1 point of damage. Could have been worse for it. Golett on the right side is going to go for a Shadow Punch against not the Maractus as it jumps over it, but against Luke.
Oh.
Luke is going to try and evade. And he evades with ease. Hops up onto the pedestal as it slams its fist into just stone.
Something's up with this man.
Gotta be quicker than that, Slick!
And kicks the Golett in the face as it stumbles back.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
It is Maractus' turn. It's going to turn around and drain the life out of it once more. 5 out of 7, critical hit.
Woo.
It drains it down to its last leg, but it is still up and at him. Any additional actions this turn?
I think I'm gonna swap out Mafia, actually.
Okay, who are you swapping it out with?
I'm gonna swap it out with Assistant.
It just slams onto the stony ground, rears its giant head around, sees you're in danger, eyes narrow.
Look at my little baby getting all serious.
Chris, at this point, you rush into the room.
Question, do I see how badly damaged Diamond is?
The lights inside its diamond are fading.
Yeah, he's running over there, but I want to use his action to just pull a Dale Gribble and go pocket powder, straight at Diamond.
Okay, how many charges are you using of it? You can use up to 3 out of the 4 charges.
I'm going to use 3.
You sprinkle the energy powder onto it. It is absorbed into the diamond, recovers 3 points of health.
Nice.
All right, that will be Diamond's action for this first go round.
That's understandable.
The Golett, it's going to go for just a good old-fashioned Shadow Punch against Diamond. 4 out of 5 will hit with a critical hit.
I would like, if I can, for her to clash with a Prism Blast.
Okay, you need to meet or beat a 4.
Meet or beat a 4. Okay.
2 out of 6 will not do it.
Damn it.
It punches through the growing energy from it before it can fire it off, and lands a punch for... 2 points of damage. It's not resistant to ghost types. If you had not sprinkled the surprise powder onto it, it would have perished in that turn. Moving on to the other side of the Goletts. It's going to go for Maractus with a Stomping Tantrum. 4 out of 5 will hit. It will try and evade. Does so with ease. 5 out of 7.
Nice.
It tries to curb stomp the cactus, just dances out of the way, shakes its seeds inside its arms at it. Next in the order is Assistant.
That one that's on its last legs, we're gonna hit him with a what again?
It will try and evade that. It needs to get a 2 or more to beat that one. It does not beat.
Woo!
Go ahead and roll for damage as the water lands. Its defense is 3. Okay, that actually hits for 2 points of damage, being super effective. How does it go down?
Woo! The Assistant sees him going for the punch and just missing. Whips his neck around, turns to him, and just hits it with that cute little spurts of water at him, and he just blasts him backwards.
Blasted into the wall. You can see the spectral essence inside the body leaving, and the now inanimate golem just collapses onto the floor, gone.
Like vanishes?
The body is there. The spirit is not.
Huh.
They are ghost types. Maractus hops across Assistant. It waves its arms in a frantic fashion and hits it with a needle arm. Needs to get 2 or more to hit. It does not. All right, any additional actions?
Is Maddie able to come over?
The button has not been pressed to activate the thing, so we can do that as a trainer action for Luke.
Cool.
The next round, Golett is going to go for the kill on Diamond. Woo. You actually see it rip its seal on its chest, and the spectral energies come out of it. It's going to try and land a curse.
Oh no.
4 out of 5 will hit. You hear the Golett mutter ancient, sinister incantations. You don't see it, but you can feel a dreadful presence just fall across Diamond. The lights inside it become muted. And as it does that, let's see. I need to roll 2 dice worth of damage against the Golett itself. It takes a full 2 points of damage against itself as it splits its own being in order to curse it. I'll read the description for it. The user mutters words that become an evil incantation. The curse may only be lifted through a medium or divine intervention. The target will remove 1 success from all their rolls until the curse is lifted. So until it faints and is revived, or is removed through other means, it will undergo the effects of this curse.
Oof.
That being said, it is now Diamond's turn.
I don't know if this is possible, but if I use a will point for Diamond, instead of using disable as the move is intended, but disable as in get the curse off of the Pokemon completely, is that even possible?
I need Diamond. Well, first, we will spend that will point. I can let you roll for it. A special plus channel roll. Are you going to roll for it?
I will roll to see if it will do it. I took the will point away.
Go ahead and roll special plus channel. This will be very difficult. You need a 4.
We're gonna make some dreams happen. Maybe. Nope.
Do you want to spend a will point to reroll?
Well, why not? I got nothing else to lose.
All right, it's down to its last will point now. So go ahead and reroll that. Got 6 dice. Get 4.
Nope.
Bruh, that's like ridiculous.
RNG gods.
Unfortunately, even with its strange powers, it does not shake the curse off of it. Assistant's turn.
I read great the last time, so we'll hit him with a water gun. The one that's in front of Diamond.
1 out of 3. It's going to try and clash.
Okay.
It's going to punch the water with Astonish. That a 2 out of 5 will beat that.
Oh, dang it.
So it punches through the water, makes contact with Lapras. You both take 1 point of damage.
All right, enough of this. Maractus!
It is going to hit it with a Giga Drain.
Woo!
Critical hit, 5 out of 7,
It's done. It is over.
5 points of damage.
Oh.
The energy is absorbed, healing the Maractus, and unmaking the Golett. Battle is over.
Yay!
We did it.
Maddie, you rejoin the group.
Hey everyone, guess what? I found another. What happens here?
Avlok.
Security tried to throw us out.
Security.
Security should have tried harder.
Heck yeah.
You mean there's still things guarding this place?
Ancient ruins like these? Oh, you're gonna see your fair share of ghosties here and there.
Oh, they were ghosts.
Yeah, Golettes. They got those where you're from?
Gullets?
Golettes.
Gullets.
Nope, Golettes.
Gullets.
Golettes.
Like the cake?
Like a golem.
Oh.
But a et. Golett.
Just gonna
Golett.
pop Diamond back into my ball now.
Okay. Aside from these gullets, look what I found. And Maddie pulls out the last piece of the puzzle. As she goes over to place it on the map, on the map, on the map, on the map. We still have 2 rooms to explore.
If and you want. Otherwise, I think we got all the pieces we need to see the big guy.
You mean this puzzle unlocks the door up top?
Think so? Still figuring out the how, though.
So it's more than just about the paths. Well, I think we should explore the other rooms first. What do you 2 think?
I mean, I am curious to see what's on the other side of the rooms before going into meeting the big boss.
Maybe there's more things we can find to prepare.
Well, I guess it couldn't hurt.
All right. Well, Velma, do you want to try exploring?
Yeah, I can do that.
Let me see if I can move this so that we can actually do 2 at once. There. Now they're both accessible and no one gets cut off.
You click the button, Earth moves. You have 2 rooms available. Who's going to which room?
Maddie looks at Chris. Do you want to go or do you want to stay back?
I think it'd be better if I stayed back. Gonna heal up Diamond while I can.
That's fine, I'll go. Besides, I want to figure out what's going on here.
I think you deserve that.
All right, who am I going with?
Do you know anything about what's happening to me?
Make a cool plus empathy check.
1 out of 2.
Now, I've seen a lot of crazy shit. Not this particular blend of shit, though. This one's fresh.
Are you curious to find out?
Absolutely.
Well, then why don't you come with me? Besides, if anything goes wrong, it'll be helpful to have someone else there.
Oh, that's just heartwarming. Us learning to trust each other.
You did save me, but don't push your luck. I'm still suspicious about the things that you stole from the professor.
Lead the way.